Alright, people, like I always say, check them brakes, but today we're not doing brakes. We're doing an '08 Avalanche, and I can't show you some stuff that you should always look for when you're looking at older vehicles such as this. It's not too old, but older vehicles such as this when it comes to wire management, wire harness, swap, you gotta look like a red disc under there. Just know that's very, very dangerous. And also, the revised PCV prevent that oil being sucked into the engine like it has been doing and creating that blue smoke. So we're going to alleviate that for the owner today. But I just want you to take a look at what we're doing today as we go through it. I'm going to do a little explanation pre-starting off, and we're going to go on and get into it. Yeah, come to find out is over the course of this truck having been worked on over years, it has deteriorated, and it will start to do like this. It will crumble. Look at this. Nothing. But now you have no covering over vital pieces of wiring, such as your engine wire harness and your main power to your fuse box that controls your whole truck, and it goes to the main power on your battery, which is about 800 cranking amps. And if this wire touches something metal, it's gonna arc and probably cause a fire. Well, why is this a concern? Well, when your wire loom is missing, your wire starts to rub against things like this, which I moved it off of there, but it's started to rub on there and vibrate against it. And what ends up happening is the wire starts to get worn right there. It's worn through the wire. Not completely, but it's getting there. And in time, that sitting on this metal piece right here, wearing a hole in that wire, will eventually expose the wire. And it will short out and cause sparks and possibly a fire. Okay, besides the nuclear option, okay, it can set your car on fire, but what it also could do is cause a very bad running condition, because all of these wires are connected to sensors that do things and read things for the computer to know what to do for the vehicle. And it's imperative that these signals are carried back and forth to the computer at a speed that is supposed to be at the ohm load and the voltage is supposed to be. And having a wire that's laying on something hot or laying on something that can rub a hole in it could really negatively affect the vehicle and cause the mechanic to charge you extensive amounts of money because of the amount of time it takes to find that one little small wire that just so happened to be messed up. Now we get to the elephant in the room. What they call y'all the barbecue bandit, the mosquito sprayers, the smoke out artist, solo artist #1, the blue smoke guy. Now, this is not 100% of the cause in 100% of the cases, but with proper diagnosis, you could determine if this is the cause of your problem. But yeah, a lot of times that blue smoke on startup is not what a lot of people say. You don't need a motor. It's actually the PVC breather system, which has been revised in later years after the truck was deemed to have an issue with the crankcase ventilation system, the PCV system. One of the ways that you would go about fixing that problem and preventing oil being sucked in the intake and thus being burned and released into the atmosphere as blue smoke, and quite embarrassing, you would have to replace that whole valve cover. And we also do an upper intake cleaning because we want to get all that residual oil that's up there in that intake out. So we do a little above and beyond on that service, and we do that. And also we come back and, like I say, we tidied up the wire harness, got all the wire management done, got everything pulled up, properly secure where nothing would be abrased. And also, if we put our hands on it, it's not gonna look like we gave it to you. So it looks like factory brand new under the hood. We cleaned up a little bit under the hood and gave back to the customer with something we could be proud of. And as always, it goes without saying, when it comes to automotive needs, the choice is crystal clear.